Welcome to my last video in the Philippines. In this video, I make it to Malapascua, an island known for scuba diving with Thresher Sharks. Keep watching as I go diving and experience some ups and downs of solo travel.
It's actually raining, which we had one day of rain in Siargao, but it's a bit grey today, and the lady I was just staying with said maybe it's the start of the raining season, so I guess good timing with the trip because I only have 3 more days. But yes, I'm heading to Malapascua, just walking over to get the ferry.
After getting to Malapascua on the ferry, I walked to my accommodation, which was a little garden resort. Malapascua was definitely the smallest and least developed island I had been to in my entire time in the Philippines.
If you can't tell by my sweaty, shiny appearance, it has been a day. So I've made it to Malapascua, as you probably already know. It took probably like 12 hours total to get here from Siquijor. It was like 4 and a bit hours on the ferry, then had to get to the North Bus Terminal, then took a bus from the North Bus Terminal to the Maya port, and I ended up staying a night in Maya because the ferry had already stopped running. And then I took the ferry over this morning. And obviously I wasn't able to check into my room yet, so I dropped off my bags and I went for a wander. Turns out they're not doing the Thresher Shark diving for the next 2 days, which is like the whole reason why I'm here. Like, you know, Malapascua is the place to come for diving, but specifically for the Thresher Sharks. And over the next 2 days, the like, whatever conservation people have like closed the area where there are the Thresher Sharks to monitor them a little bit, because apparently there's like, someone was saying like there's an influx of Thresher Sharks, so they just kind of want to monitor them. Fair enough, but it's just like the freaking timing. Like literally the 2 full days that I have to dive are the 2 days that this area is closed. I feel like because it had been such a long day, and this seems like so dumb to be like upset about, but I think because it had been such a long day yesterday to get here, and this is like the end of my trip, and I obviously like envisioned what it was going to be like, and then I can't even go with the Thresher Sharks. I was devastated. I'm like on the verge of tears just like constantly. It's not that bad. It's not the end of the world. But literally almost started crying in front of the dive lady. But anyway, it's fine. I'm gonna do a big trip to Gato Island tomorrow, which is 3 dives. And then I might just do some what they call local dives the next day. So that's just like a dive here and there in the area. But the other thing that kind of like almost tipped me over the edge was I got to my accommodation after going for that little walk and finding out about the Thresher Sharks and having some food. I came back to my accommodation to see if I could check in like a little bit early, and they were like, oh yes, your room is ready, but it's a fan only room. I don't think I ever really acclimatized to the humidity, and for some reason here in Malapascua it's like super humid, and I think where I'm staying, because I'm not right on the beach, there is no breeze. And so they were just like, oh yep, you've got a fan only room. And I was like, no, like I specifically booked an air conditioned room. And they were like, oh yes, we can see you have booked an air conditioned room. You are paying the price for an air conditioned room, but the air conditioning is broken. So we can give you free breakfast instead. And I was just like, no, I don't want free breakfast. I want aircon, or I want a refund so I can go find somewhere that has aircon, because like that's what I paid for, you know? Anyway, I think because I kind of was a little bit upset, they're like, okay, let's see what we can do. And now I have this beautiful air-conditioned room, which is still pretty warm, but I'm sure it will cool down once the aircon kicks in a little bit more. But yeah, so that's the reality of my last little chapter in the Philippines, was verge of tears. But that's okay. Still gonna make the most of it. Gonna go to Gato Island, which is supposed to be like a really, really good dive spot as well with like a cool little swim through. So I'm sure it'll still be great. I'm still gonna soak up the beach lifestyle. So yeah, on the same note as kind of everything I've just been talking about, the weather's gone to shit a little bit. It's like super grey and cloudy. I don't know if that will change. Yeah, one of the locals was saying she thinks the raining season has started. So it's kind of good timing that's the end of my trip, but hopefully it just holds out a little bit more for the next couple of days so I get to enjoy Malapascua. But yeah, that is it from me. Come along for the rest of Malapascua.
After my full dive day out to Gato Island, whilst having dinner with my new dive friends, I got a call from the resort at 9 PM letting me know that the Thresher Shark dive was open for the next day. I was literally so happy and excited, and so the next morning was an early rise to go diving with these majestic sharks. As soon as I jumped in the water, I noticed a shark directly underneath me. The Thresher Sharks come to this area as it's a cleaning station for them, but they usually spend their time out hunting in deep waters. Some facts about Thresher Sharks is that they can use their tail to stun their prey. They're nocturnal, hence their big eyes to see in the dark, and they have small mouths and small sharp teeth to eat squid and schooling fish. It was honestly such an insane experience, and I can see why people make the effort to come out to this remote island to dive with these beautiful creatures. Thank you so much for watching this video and for following along my Philippines adventures. Traveling the Philippines for a month has been one of the most amazing travel experiences I've had, and I cannot recommend it enough. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to keep following along my adventures and vlogs.